around the nation, to every corner of the world, delivering the stories that matter. This is First Next News.
A lot has been said about the potential abuses of state policing by governments, and I think you've also experienced that firsthand in different ways. So the question being that supposing we have a state policing and the government have absolute authority, then what will happen maybe during election season when the governor has opponents, opposition, would then the opposition be guaranteed the protection of state police when it is actually under the authority of one of the contestants?
And a follow-up, ma'am, what structure should be in place to really prevent abuse?
Thank you so much for your questions. Like I did say, I first-hand experienced the use of police in state government, especially in the state. And again, ironically, it was at a time when we still had the central policing. But now my concern, just like me, which is valid as other Nigerian concerns, is that this state policing will give absolute power, to the state governments. But these concerns have been raised by not just me, but many other parliamentarians. And we know that when we get to the point whereby the clauses of the Police Act will be developed, that a number of measures will be put into place so that the excesses of the government in various states will be curtailed. Like you heard His Excellency Akpoti mentioned that there will be a reporting panel of information at every state level. So we hope that will be active and also independent of again the state actors, so that when complaints from organizations like myself during the election season, there's something needs to be heard, not be thrown under the carpet as usual, and then people will have no option but to resort to self-help. I would say generally, it's not as if Nigeria does not have all it takes to operate effectively. Right for the measures of the state police. The main problem here is implementations of the laws. That's what we always have. Because if truly the Nigerian police as a system is independent, whereby the appointment of the commissioners of police or the IGP police and all the DIGs are not influenced by the executive arm or the politicians themselves, then I believe we will have a more independent police. And again, because the police is largely underfunded nationwide, the police is underfunded, so that has now left a lot of them at the mercy of the politicians, whereby they will be induced financially or through some deeds, properties and all that, and then they leave the consciousness of these police individuals to the mercy of the victims at the other end of the party. So I would say that as a parliamentarian, I'm hoping that in the next few weeks when we commence the review of the Police Act, which of course will be hopefully very enacted before the end of the year, and will take effect leading into the 2027 elections, that will have truly a more robust, independent police at state level that will be made up of indigents from that state and from the communities who understand the culture, who understand the traditions, and who are made up of youths and men and women from that community. Because through that, they will not deliberately, intentionally destroy a community, because they will understand that they are duty to protect the citizens of that state, because they are from that state. But again, I did mention the concerns of determination, that what if the commander of police of the particular state grossly abuses his power? Will there be a chance for him to step aside? And again, what is going to be the tenure of that person? And how will he be nominated? How will he be appointed? Is it by the governor? Will it be ratified by the National Police Council? What is the role of the parliament? The legislative arm, whether it's at the state level or the federal, what is your role in ensuring that the police, appointment of the police, the tenure, the promotions, and these things are not left to the state governors alone? So I think by and large it's for us to get back to the drawing board and find a way to limit the powers or influences of the state governors on the police.
Thank you, distinguished.
From around the nation to every corner of the world, delivering the stories that matter. This is First Next News.